Okay, we are live. I'm gonna wait for folks to trickle in before I get started, because, yeah. Okay, I see two folks are here. Hi, hello. We're just chilling here for a little bit. I'm sure y'all can probably hear the dishwasher in the background because my dishwasher is really loud. And it's also like not entirely attached to the wall. Hi, Isabel. One benefit to my dishwasher is when it's done, it does like a little jingle that's like doo 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 doo, and it's really cute. That's like the one thing I like about my dishwasher. Everything else about it sucks, but I like that part. Yeah, so I'm doing a Misfits Market unboxing because I get this box every like 2 weeks, and I started getting it like middle of pandemic ish. And I really like it because I've been a vegetarian since I was 13. Hi, Sharon. And I'm always looking to like try new things, and I like it too because Misfits Market, like, they basically help reduce food waste by like taking like ugly looking vegetables and fruits and stuff. So that automatically is really cool too because like basically it's all stuff that can't be sold in stores, in grocery stores, because it's too ugly or whatever. So it's super nice. It is a fun time. It used to be where you couldn't like pick out what stuff they send you, but now you can. You can also do little like add-ons in the marketplace where you can pay more for like different things in there, which we regularly do because they have some pretty cool stuff in there. Yeah. Oh, and I fucking love squash. Squash is one of my favorite like vegetables, and I have heard of the imperfect one as well. I chose Misfits because I had a couple friends who had like referral codes and stuff. So yeah, I think, yeah, let's just get started. I already opened up the box. It's sitting in a chair next to me. I'm not going to show you all the box because one, it's heavy, two, it has my address on it, so I don't want to do that. But let's just get into it. So on top, I have a whole bunch of stuff that we did go into like the marketplace and like pay a couple extra bucks to get. Firstly is something that we got per Case's request. We have pineapple. So I love pineapples, but I told Case that we would only get this if they would be willing to cut it up because I feel like pineapples taste really good, but they are a lot of work. So yeah. La Patrona organic pineapple. So it looks really nice. I'm going to have them cut it up. I think you have to like core it or whatever. I don't know. I've never like actually tried to open a pineapple because it just looks like a lot of effort. But I actually do really like pineapples and pineapple juice because of my joints. It's like actually pretty good for inflammation. So like it doesn't reduce it entirely, but my hands swell less when I have more pineapple in my life. I also have my little skull mug from Michael's like 2 years ago. This is just water. But I love it. Yeah, and I feel like fresh pineapple is so much better than canned pineapple because I didn't like pineapple for a long time because I had only had like the canned stuff or like the little bits in like the little fruit cups and stuff. The fresh stuff is like infinitely better. Okay, next item. This is one, again, per Case's request because I actually can't eat this. Mushrooms. Yeah, I can't have mushrooms because I have IBS and this is one of my like stomach hurt triggers. So as much as the thing is I used to eat mushrooms a lot, which is probably what like was making me sick for a long time. So I love the taste of mushrooms, but I just absolutely cannot have them at all. I get very, very, very ill when I eat these. So I'm passing these along to Case, and they'll cook these, and they'll have a good time. But I also just love the way mushrooms look. I know it's kind of weird, but it's like a cute, like foresty fairy aesthetic. So yeah, mushrooms are like adorable. Yeah. Ooh, Isabel, that sounds actually really nice. Just like having fresh pineapples in your back garden. Yeah, it's kind of like, so I grew up in an area with a lot of wild blackberries, like all around my parents' house. And so like every summer, my dad and I would go blackberry picking, and we would make blackberry juice, blackberry rolls, blackberry cobbler, like, and they were so good. But now I live in New Jersey, away from where like wild blackberries grow. And every time I see blackberries in the grocery store, I'm like, no, I can't do that. Because I mean, like regular blackberries, wild blackberries are like this big, but like the ones you see in the store are like this big, and they kind of freak me out like a lot. So I know like technically they're safe because like other people eat those and all of that. But I just can't bring myself to buy them because they're like terrifyingly huge to me. Like that's not what blackberries actually look like. I know it's kind of silly, but like weird fear of mine, grocery store blackberries. Okay. So you can also get like non-produce things from there too. And so I always get this penne pasta. I eat so much pasta. I like cooking this with just like some Alfredo. Sometimes I'll do it with chickpeas. Sometimes I do it with cauliflower. But they have like some very nice, just like pastas that they sell. Penne, I think, is the best. Like it's one of the better shapes. I prefer like the little bow tie ones, but they usually don't have those. So, yeah. Oh, let me catch up on the comments. Ooh, fresh raspberries sounds like, yeah, that would be nice too. I've only ever had store-bought raspberries because we didn't really have those around my house. We had like blackberries and then like the little red poisony berries that you weren't supposed to eat, but always looked really, really appetizing. Yeah, but pasta is a staple. Only to me, though. Case does not like pasta. Case likes spaghetti squash. Yeah. We also got green beans because green beans are a staple in our pantry. I love just like cooking these with like some. I use I can't believe it's not butter. It's vegan kind, and then I will just like douse that in melted butter, and then you see low FODMAP paleo powder, which I got from Walmart. Actually, it's like $6, but it's a big old can. I shared that in my 2020 random favorites video, and it's like delicious. It is so easy, so nice. Hey Toya, we're just talking about our favorite fruits and vegetables. I also see Ivy is coming to visit. Hello, baby girl. Hi, do you want to come say hi to people? Like, if you're going to be here, come on, you have to say hi. She is the shyer of the cats. Hello, baby. Okay, hello. That's your ass. Okay, Ivy, you can't get in the box yet. Ivy loves the Misfits boxes. Because she just loves the boxes. And so when we get it, we always like save the boxes for like a little bit of extra time because it's like perfect Ivy size, but she did not want to be included in this narrative. She's very beautiful, very camera shy. Um, yeah, so she's our baby. So yeah, and I have tried Miyoko's. I think a few years ago. I really like how it tasted. Honestly, I'm good for just about any kind of like non-dairy margarine butter. Like I grew up with margarine because we were like cheap people, so I'm very okay with just about like any kind. Uh, yeah, so I'm very much like get like the 99-cent Imperial boxes of margarine for cooking and stuff. But I do like the I can't believe it's not butter vegan kind because it's good. I think it works just as well as the regular stuff. Yeah. But yeah, we keep the boxes around for her and for Goose. She likes them a little bit more because she likes to hide in things. Ivy is not still protecting me from Goose. Goose is currently napping in the bedroom with Case and is being adorable. He loves them so much. Like Goose loves me too. He loves everybody, but he has a special bond with Case. Like I was hanging out with him in the bedroom because he was like terrorizing Case while they were trying to do their online church this morning. And he was just absolutely feral until Case was done. Because I was just like trying to, calm him down and like keep him from getting into all of the things and making all the noise while Case was preaching. And he was like losing his mind over not being able to snuggle with them. Like I was even like holding him and he had this expression like, I'll tolerate this. I won't enjoy it because you're not my real dad. So yeah. Ivy's my girl, so, and Goose will like come and cuddle with me, but he's definitely Casey's cat. But Ivy's my baby girl. I love her so very much. She's so small, big eyes, big heart. Yeah, Goose is a very loving boy, and he will like enjoy himself sometimes. Actually, a lot of times with me, he will choose to like come hang out with me, but he has to choose it in times when I'm like, okay, here, time for me to hug you now. He doesn't enjoy it as much as he does with Case. It's fine though. We love each other in our own special way. He loves me most when I feed him. So, and give him toys. Yeah, we have our own kitty politics in our house. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Also, add-ons, you can get avocados, which we always get because this is a staple in our house. I usually use one to make some avocado and black bean quesadillas. Just use that. Black beans, cheese. Ivykins, honey, stop scratching that up. You have a perfectly good scratching post. Thank you. But yeah, I'll use this to make quesadillas, and then I will also use it for like toppings. Like tonight, I'm planning on making some stuffed spaghetti squash. And then we also usually use the other one for our sugar gliders, actually, because that's a very good treat to give sugar gliders. It was also really nice because when we first got the family, basically, the mother Blizzard was very thin just because I think she's a little bit naturally skinnier than the others, but she was a little bit underweight, and avocados are very healthy fats. So we were able to like feed that to her and also to the son Xander, because he was also like a little bit underweight. And we were able to get them both up to a healthy weight by feeding them avocados as treats. Hi, Irene. Yeah. I do like putting some avocado on like everything bagels. It's really nice. So, Ivy-cado. You're my little Ivy-cado. You can hang out up here, but you can't eat all of the things, baby. Baby girl, no. No, that's bad. I said what I said, that's bad. No. Yeah. I didn't really get into avocados until I went to seminary because I thought they all sucked. Ivy-cado. There. I'll put the pasta in front of the mushrooms so you don't try and eat them. Yeah. Yeah, I used to think they were gross, but I think you just have to season it right. Yeah. Ivy has a lot of nicknames. Ivykins, Avocado, Ivy, Ibuprofen, Ivy League. She, yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, Goose has more nicknames. Goose Rap Supreme, Goosey Goose 100% Goose. Ivy, again with the mushrooms, that's bad for kitties. Actually, I think you're more interested in the plastic than the, not in the box, baby, not yet. Okay, this is going exactly how one would expect it to. Okay, I ordered 3 garlic. Ivy, baby, I love you. Please stop. I know you're very curious. Anyway, I ordered 3 garlic from the store. Ooh, Ivylicious. Yes, that's a good one. Ivykins. Do you want to be held? That's my trachea. Anyway, I ordered 3 garlic as an add-on, and then I got 6, which is exactly. That makes me very happy because the thing is, last box I had ordered 1, and then I used it all up in like 1 meal. And so I was like, oh, let me order some extra because obviously I need more. I'm gonna get such good use out of this. I'm a garlic fiend. I know that other herbs and spices exist. Do I use them? No, never. Never. Yeah. Yeah. And Ivy is a cutie pie. I love her. Okay. And then I also got a thing of butternut squash bisque. And I think that's it for my, yeah. I like occasionally buying things that take minimal effort in addition to my high effort stuff. Ooh, Sharon, if you could DM me like kind of how you do that, because I've always like seen people do it, but I've never tried that. I would love to know like how to roast garlic in foil. That seems really nice. And ooh, pasta sauce actually sounds delicious. I got some tortellini that I'm gonna cook soon. So I think that would be a good combination, like the butternut squash soup on top of some tortellini with some garlic. I think that'll be really nice. Ivy, don't eat the garlic. That's really not for kitties, especially not for you, my little vampire kitty. Anyway, this is just my life. This is how I do with the babies. Okay. So, yeah, garlic is good in moderation. Garlic I can do if I'm feeling like generally good. On a feel bad day, I do not do garlic as much as it is a comfort food in my like soul. Not so much for my acid reflux. Yeah. And so now to get into like, yeah, I think that should be all of the stuff that we ordered as add-ons. This is just like the basic box, all of the veggies that we picked. I know that for our box, we get to pick starting every Tuesday at 4:00. So I always like set an alarm because the sooner you get in, the more options you have. And it just like adds a little bit of excitement to my week. Honestly, this is so much better than any makeup subscription box I've gotten. So I got some kale, and I went grocery shopping at Trader Joe's this last week because I try and go to actually a different grocery store every time nowadays, because that is like literally that and like the post office occasionally are the 2 places that I go. So if I switch it up, then I feel like I have more excitement in my life. And so I got some soy chorizo from Trader Joe's, and I really like theirs because it's like already pretty spicy and I don't have to add much to it. And I had made a while back a hash with soy chorizo, kale, and sweet potatoes. And I don't have sweet potatoes, but I do have regular potatoes, and I feel like I'm feeling that for this sort of weather. I think that'll be nice. Just to like mix it with that. Yeah. Garlic, I've never heard of garlic tea before. Like it kind of makes sense because I've heard of like garlic as like a home remedy for for like some things, but I've never heard of like making a tea out of garlic. That sounds really interesting. Ivy, please don't eat the kale. Baby, no kale. I hope y'all are enjoying the chaos. Ivykins. Ibuprofen. Think what I might do. I have a Trader Joe's bag here that I'm just gonna put stuff in. That way she can start like, it'll be Ivy proofed. I feel like kale can be really good, but it gets a bad name because of the media, because it's like seen as like a superfood, and like on its own it is really gross, but if you mix it with other things it is really nice. Okay, yeah, putting it in this bag is much better, and then obviously after the live I'm gonna like organize it in my cabinets and stuff. Ooh, I have had baked kale. A friend of mine made some kale chips before. And I thought that was really good. She like brought them to our house once, and I quite like that. See, Ivy, I'm outsmarting you. Yeah. No, not in the box yet. Not in the box yet. She does not like being held, so this is how you can assert boundaries with her. Yeah. Baby. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Some cucumbers, because I do want to make like some salad-y type stuff. I've also wanted to try like pickling, but I need to find a good recipe for some sweet pickles because I'm allergic to dill. So, wait. Garlic ice cream? This combines two of my favorite things in a way that I'm not sure would be one of my favorite things. Oh, okay. I'm going to do some Googling later when I have more of a mental capacity to handle the existence of garlic ice cream. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, little cucumbers. I like cucumbers. They're good. And I would love to learn pickling. Ooh, the pièce de résistance. Spaghetti squash. We already have two right now, just because we haven't been cooking them as quickly as we usually do. But I actually don't like it as like a pasta type dish, just because the texture isn't great, and I usually prefer a white sauce when it comes to pasta. But so instead I usually like stuff it. I will use like Beyond Meat or black beans or like seasoned tofu. Usually like some rice or quinoa in it. And I usually get different kinds of like salsa whenever I run out of bun. Like I had a black bean salsa and we finished it up. And so when I went to Trader Joe's, I got a pineapple salsa. So I think we're going to cook one of our squashes tonight. I do need Case's help always. Hi, Cecily. I do need help. I need Case's help when it comes to like cutting them open. No, Ivy, not in the bag. Just because I always end up like sword in the stoning the squash and I get the knives stuck. So yeah, spaghetti squashes are amazing. I think that they're really magical fruits. They are magical, Isabel. They're great. I just called it a fruit. It grows. Yeah, a lot of these do legitimately like come across as perfectly fine. Yeah. So let's see. Here's one of our imperfect ones. We got a squash that is like kind of chopped off. So I'm gonna cut off the end basically and like store it in the fridge before so I can cook it. So that's kind of this is kind of usually the biggest thing that they do. Yeah, it's a squash. I love squash. Zucchini and squash are like some of my favorites. Okay, let me remove some of the paper in there too, so it's a little bit easier. Okay. We also got, trying to get all of the carrots out. I enjoy a good carrot. I don't put them in like salads or anything. I like roasting them with like, again, like some vegan butter or olive oil, depending on what mood I'm in. And I'll do like garlic and ginger. Yeah. Yeah. No, Ivy, not, nope, you, in the box, in the box. Yeah, stop that. I enjoy a good carrot. I realize that like when I do my brows, it looks so expressive. Yeah. Oh, Ivy did just meow. Yeah. She's causing problems. I thought that she was in the bedroom with Case and Goose, but yeah, she has a little baby meow. Goose is such a vocal boy. He is loud, like very, very talkative. Yeah. So yeah, carrots, I like roast them. They're good. Ivykins, once again, use the actual scratching post we got you, please. She is a little mischief muffin. That's a good way for describing her. Okay, and I have an onion. Again, a cooking staple. What can I say about an onion? Nothing. It's an onion. It actually, this is a very nice looking onion. Like, just the right size, very shiny. You know, it catches the light beautifully. I feel like maybe do like the beauty guru, like, yeah, this is the onion that I got. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, like the thing with this box is sometimes I'll get things in it that look like perfectly fine, so I don't know what is up with this. I think like it's a little bit flatter on this side. Yeah. It looks fine. A lot, I don't get it. Because sometimes I'll see stuff and I'll be like, oh yeah, I get why that's in here. And then other things I'm like, well, I guess you just couldn't sell it? I don't know. There's unreasonable beauty standards for fruit and vegetables. Society, man. Yeah, like this is really supermarket ready. Like if I saw any of this, I would be like, oh, okay. I don't quite get it. But I mean, I'm glad that I'm like helping rescue fruits and vegetables that look kind of weird. I did get celery root from them one time. That was really, really fucking weird. It looked like a literal anatomical heart, and it was stinky. So stinky. Just not a no. No. Yeah. Okay. Now y'all are about to see some of the weirder ones because we always get lemons because Case makes salmon with lemons and stuff. And so sometimes we'll get like some very dinged up looking lemons, like they're always fine. And we keep plenty around for seasoning everything. But yeah, I'm never requesting celery root in my things again. I was like, well, I like celery stalks, so I have to like the celery root. Yeah, but yeah, the lemons always kind of look like a bit dinged up. This one especially. But we always get like lemons and limes because they're good and good for like using and everything. My personal favorite vegetable, green peppers. We usually get like 2 a box because these are one of the ones we always request. And so there's always like one tiny one. At the very least, this one is a little bit like deformed, just like small. Half the time there's always one with like a slit in it. So I'm actually pretty happy that both of these are fully intact because usually I will sometimes get vegetables that are like cut or like damaged in that way. So I always try and use those first because obviously those are going to go quicker than all the others. I really like green peppers. I like any and all bell peppers, but it was just something that I ate a lot growing up. My mom has a really good stuffed pepper recipe, which obviously needs peppers much bigger than this, but I kind of like it with everything on pizza. Yeah, I think it's good. I think green peppers are great. I'm also like, I like a little bit of spice, but not like super spicy peppers. So I have to be very picky. Like I like it in small doses. So yeah. Ooh, stuffed red peppers. Honestly, like my mom's recipe will work in any pepper. So I'll have to try it in other kinds because she does sometimes do like colorful ones. Like she'll get one of each color, like one red, orange, yellow, and green, and like we each just grab one. But yeah, I love stuffed peppers. I don't like making them because I find that they can be a little bit finicky. But I do like eating them. So I just kind of wait for my mom to make them like when I'm visiting. Ooh. So we're down to only fruits. So we got some pears. I don't know what kind of pears these are. I know they're a specific kind, but I don't know what kind that is. Oh, it should say Bosque USA. That's what it says on like the little sticker on them. But yeah, I think this might be a good fruit salad kind of week, just like this with the pineapple, and there's some oranges. Well, spoiler alert, there's oranges and apples in there too. So I think that this might be a good fruit salad kind of a week because we also have some kiwis that I got when I was grocery shopping and I found a really, really good deal. Yeah, and these are kind of a little bit more dinged up, but I don't think that there's anything wrong. Audra, hello. I hope you had a good nap. Yeah, we're just talking about weird fruits and veggies. Ooh, these would be good in oatmeal. We have a whole bunch of like cans of oats because another thing that we do for the sugar gliders, when we mix their food, we always put some like oats in them because that helps with their digestion. But we have like a lot more oats than we will need in this lifetime for our gliders. So I've kind of been trying to figure out ways that we can like use it because I'm not the biggest oatmeal person, but I think I could be convinced. And pears and oatmeal sounds really, really good. So I'm gonna have to try that. Poached pears. I've never tried that. Like I've honestly, with most fruits, I've never tried it more than just like peeling it and cutting it, put it in a fruit salad. I do like make baked apples. Yeah. Sugar gliders, honestly, I eat everything my sugar gliders eat, just we mix it all together for them and I don't eat it like all together. Bye, Irene. Have fun at Walgreens. Irene at Walgreens. Irene at Walgreens. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up that on Pinterest. Poached pears sounds really good. Yeah, I'll do like baked apples, but that's kind of it for my fruit preparation. Although I did this summer, if you get like crescent rolls and put like apples in there, like an apple slice inside a crescent roll with like cinnamon, really, really good. Yeah, so avocado and oats for the gliders, we do like that. Plus unsweetened applesauce, calcium fortified orange juice, various kinds of fruits and veggies. So we'll get like bell pepper strips, peas, green beans, carrots, and stuff like that for the veggies. Not all at once, but like those are we kind of mix it up every 2 weeks when we grocery shop. And then usually like berries, peaches, mangoes, and kiwi for the fruits that we can give them. And then we mix that up with like the applesauce. We do hard-boiled eggs in there for protein. And so we just like cool off the eggs and like crumble it up in the food. We basically just make a gigantic batch of it every 2 weeks. And then we do the oatmeal, flaxseed, like plain yogurt, I think that's all that goes into sugar glider food. So it's all stuff that I would actually eat, but obviously it would taste pretty gross all put together, but you can, as a human, eat sugar glider food and be okay. Not every sugar glider has that diet, but that's the one we give to our gliders because we feel like it works the best. Giving them fresh food, and we will supplement it with like treats and glider chow because we'll get like little yogurt drops. We also give them honey sticks because they'll eat that as a treat. And you can get kind of like cat chow or dog chow, but for sugar gliders. But that's not the best. That's like the equivalent of them eating Lucky Charms for every meal. So like good to supplement. Other things can be fun as a treat, but definitely not what they should be eating the entire time. So we basically kind of just get extras of what we would normally like get when we go grocery shopping, and just give that to our gliders. So yeah, if you've ever wondered what a sugar glider eats, they can also have chicken unseasoned. We don't do that. We've fed them like a solely vegetarian diet, like just because I don't cook meat. Case does eat and cook meat. I haven't had meat in almost 12 years. So I don't like, we just kind of don't feel the need to do that. Like they can have like small amounts of chicken as their protein, but we don't do that. You can also give them mealworms, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, the nutritional content in that isn't super great. Like people will give it as treats, but the amount that you need to feed them in order for them to get their actual protein. And they do eat like bugs and stuff in the wild in addition to their standard stuff. But we find that it's a little bit easier for us and for them to give them like hard-boiled eggs because that gives them a lot more nutritional value a lot quicker and easier than giving them bugs or anything like that. It's also like feeding them bugs kind of feels weird to me. Like you can get like dried kinds, which we've gotten in the past, but they also just don't seem to like it as much as the food that we make for them. Yeah, so that's kind of what they do. Sugar gliders in the wild largely eat a mostly vegetarian diet aside from a few bugs here and there. So if you've ever wondered all about sugar gliders, that's their whole diet. Yeah, we spoil them a lot. They have a whole bunch of like different sets of like bags and playthings in their cage. It's a huge setup. They're very, very, very well loved. They will never want for anything. We spoil them especially because like we kind of rescued them and from like a not so good situation, like the mom was being bred and her kids were being taken away from her, and she's only like 3 years old. And before the 2 kids that she has right now who are with us, she had like 3 other kids, and that's obviously a lot that was really difficult on her. So she was like really angry and defensive at us when we first got her, but it's been about a year and 3 months now, and she's opened herself up a lot more. Like she's still really not a snuggly one like her kids and her husband are, but I'm very glad that we've been able to give her and the kids and her and Smudge a better life. So I think we just like spoil them extra because we know of all of that. And we just take extra good care of them because they're the sweetest little babies. Yeah, her significant other, I call him her husband because that just like makes sense. Yeah, like, so it's Blizzard and Smudge are the parents, and they love each other very much because we have, even though Smudge has been neutered, we have caught him loving on his wife a lot. So they're still very much in love. And 2 kids, Xander and Stevie. So the kids are just like the sweetest. Xander is such a baby. They're twins. Yeah, I love them both so much. I love them all so much. They're the sweetest little kids. Um, and they'll like give you kisses and like hang out on your shoulder. Smudge likes to hang out under Case's flannel shirts. It's super cute. Very much like a Ron Stoppable type of situation. Blizzard is the shy one who hides underneath the others. She's protective of her children. And she's just very introverted. She does like me. She has not really ever bitten me. She doesn't like let me the way the others will. But yeah, it was sad and sweet when we first got them. So they sleep in these little pouches, and I promise I will finish unboxing, but I like talking about my gliders. It was kind of sad and sweet because Smudge and Blizzard were so used to their kids kind of being taken away for breeding and giving. They would sleep in the pouch in such a way that like Smudge would be on top of the two kids and Blizzard would be on the bottom. And they would just like hug their two kids to sleep. And they still kind of sleep like that, but the parents feel a lot more free to like move around. Sometimes I'll catch Blizzard just like sleeping in her own pouch because she's like, fucking finally, I can get a good night's sleep away from my kids. Yeah, they are in the marsupial family. Actually, they're tiny, tiny marsupials. Yeah, so they're really great. They're really, really sweet. I go in when I wake up in the morning to check in on them. They're nocturnal, and every time I check in on them, they always get like, why are you waking us up? Because like when I'm getting up at like 7-8 o'clock in the morning, that's like their bedtime. So, but they usually wake up probably around like, I mean, they've been waking up sooner since like daylight savings because they kind of just like get up when it's dark outside. So they've been getting up probably around 7 or 8. So yeah, they're nocturnal little babies. Although it was really funny, Xander and Stevie have only kind of just like fully developed recently since we've had them. And Xander for a long time was afraid of the dark because his eyes hadn't fully developed because he was still growing. So we ended up having to get like a nightlight for him and everything because otherwise, if we did not have like a nightlight or TV or something on, we would hear screaming in the middle of the night, just like, no, why is it completely dark? I can't see. I'm scared. So yeah, that's one of my favorite stories is he's just a little sweet little baby. I love him. I love them all. But Xander and Blizzard are kind of the ones who are closer to me. Stevie and Smudge are closer to Case. Because Smudge and Stevie are kind of more like the extroverted ones, whereas Xander and Blizzard are like more kind of like chill. Like, we're not going to climb all over you, but we will like chill in the bag and hang out with you. That would be really cute. Bedtime stories for sugar gliders, or like wake up stories for sugar gliders. That would be cute. Yeah. Xander and Blizzard like watching YouTube and Netflix and like TikToks and anything like on a screen that moves. They love that. Xander sat with me through many Zoom therapy sessions because he would just like, I would hold the bag and he would just like poke his head out and like watch the entire thing. And I trusted him. He could keep confidentiality. Yeah, so they like, the two of them love anything that like moves on a screen. So some of our bonding time is just me having the both of them in the pouch while Case has the other two. And I'll just like show them TikToks on my phone. So they just like anything like on a screen. They find it so fascinating. Yeah, so those are my gliders. That's what we feed them, which has evolved into all of the ways that we care for them. They're the best little babies. Yeah. Yeah, even like when we used to have a smaller space and we would have like the cage in the same room as the TV, which we have since separated since we got the cats. The cats don't seem interested in them as like prey. They're more just like, ooh, curious. This is someone we could play with. And we're kind of like, yeah, but we know how you play though. Like they don't seem malicious, but we're also like, okay, we're just not going to really let y'all hang out too much together. But when we had the cage in the same room as like our TV and everything, like whenever we would watch Netflix, you would see like Xander especially, but him and Blizzard poking their heads out of the bag to watch with us. I'm not sure if they entirely understood the plot, but it's good bonding time. Okay, let me take a sip of this water and then like actually finish this unboxing. Okay. I don't even know. Like they're just like curious. They genuinely seem like, okay, we could play with you. But I don't want them to play because Ivy has caught a mouse in our house, and I don't wish to give her any more opportunities. So, yeah, it might be the unfamiliar smell. I don't know. I think we're also very lucky in that we got the cats as kittens. So basically, aside from the 6 weeks before we got them, it was either 6 or 8 weeks, but aside from the first tiny bit of their life, the majority of their life, they have known like, okay, these are also mom and dad's pets, So, oh, yeah. I also used to have a pet rat growing up, and we had cats at that same time, so we didn't mess with them. Yeah, I love my pet rat, and I do want to get another one someday, but they live too short lifespans for me. Like we got the gliders. That's one of the reasons we got them, was because they live about 10 to 15 years. So, ooh, happy birthday. Yes. Yeah, tell your kid I said happy birthday. So, yeah, we got the gliders because they live like a lot longer. But and there are certain animals that I would like love to have as pets, but I need a long-term commitment, and my heart can't do like in every few years. Because my rat especially, she only lived to be about 2 years, which is still short for rats, but she basically had 2 tumors and a stroke and just kind of couldn't take it. And she was definitely kind of a bitch. Like she bit my pastor, drew blood and everything, and he was a good guy. He wasn't like a bad pastor. Like he was pretty awesome. But if you want to know her personality, like, yeah, she bit my pastor. So, but it was very criminal how short their lifespans are because they're such awesome animals. Yeah, she was a little albino girl. Her name was Milky Way. I had her when I was in 5th grade, I think is when we got her. But yeah, she was a great girl, but I can't handle animals with short lifespans. That's like, I've tried to convince Case to let me adopt a possum. And they said no, because they know I wouldn't be able to handle how short possum's lifespan is, even though they're like the best animals. And like, yeah, I know they're wild animals, but also if one ever needed into in our care, if a wild possum ever needed my help, I would love to take it in. Yeah. Yeah. So I have lots of dream pets, but I need an animal with commitment, or else I will like die of sadness. Yeah. Okay. So let me finish grabbing everything else. That way y'all can see. We got some oranges, which look actually pretty fine. There's like a weird circle on that, but I think that's just dirt. Oranges, get that vitamin C. Joe the dad and Joe the rat. I love that. I have a friend who her brother's name is Harry and her best friend's dog is named Harry. So now she has to differentiate between puppy Harry and human Harry. Yeah. Yeah, puppy Harry's adorable. I mean, her brother's pretty cool too. But yeah. Okay. And then I got apples. I think we got 2 different kinds. Oh, apples are kind of a bit odd. They're a little dented. At least the smaller ones are. So here's some more weird. Okay, the big apples look generally fine, although this one has like a little bit of like a brown part on it. I don't know which kinds of apples these are. I don't eat a lot of apples because, again, IBS, if I have too much of apples, they start to like make my stomach hurt. So yeah, but yeah, Case likes apples a lot. That is their fruit of choice. And then we got tinier ones. Yay. Yeah, and these, I think, which is the one with a dent in it? Because one of them definitely has like, here's that part. So yeah, I also don't know the David Bowie song, but I also don't know a lot of David Bowie songs. That was not like, I was more of a Queen, The Who kind of person. And a lot of country music in terms of like the music that my parents have passed on to me. Because I am unreasonably young. I recognize that when I say, oh, that was my parents' music, then that I'm like showing that I am very small, very young. So yeah, I need to actually listen to more David Bowie songs because he seemed pretty dope. He seemed pretty cool. So that's what I got. A bunch of fruits and veggies. Ivy's finally calmed down. I wish she would have done that sooner. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you're interested in doing it and like trying this box, I left a link in my description that gives you like half off. Like you get half off a box, I get half off a box. It's nice. You don't have to though. I just thought this would be fun because I get really excited about this every 2 weeks. You can also get it every week, but I think like with the amount of stuff that we get every 2 weeks is like good. So yeah, I hope that this was fun. I know that this was like a weird subject of a live, but like, yeah. I mean, I like it because it does help me, like, one, not have to spend so much time in the grocery store because I can't get grocery delivery around here, but I can get this. Yeah, and I love talking about food. It also helps save some money because all of this is, like, organic, and most of this, like, for the base box, it's, like, $22 plus shipping, which I think for the amount of stuff that you get is really good. Yeah. Yeah, and it just like rescues food from landfills. That's right, Sharon. So I like all of the things in this. And I think they've definitely improved their service as a company too, because when I lived at my other place, I think honestly, it wasn't even Misfits' problem. It was the shipping companies because half the time it would be late, but they switched shipping companies and now they're good now. Now they're good now. That's not a real sentence. That's not a real grammatically correct sentence, Alex. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe like not next Sunday because I don't get it next Sunday, but maybe the Sunday after that we could do this again. You could see some of the weird produce I get then. Granted, now that you can pick it, my boxes are a lot more similar than they used to be. But anyway, I'm like actually hungry now, so I'm gonna hope and pray that my dishwasher finishes soon. And in the meantime, I'm gonna eat even more of the fudge that my mom sent me because she sent me a lot of fudge for Christmas, and I still have a lot left. Yeah, it's a good thing. But yeah. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining me. I thought that this was pretty fun. I enjoyed spending time with y'all. I'm gonna go give my cats this box now. Yeah, because I think that they will very much enjoy that. So thank you all for joining me. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.